Welcome back, mother.
What the fuck?
Huh? What's up?
Don't say that.
Alright, fine. Welcome back to the last channel that you'll ever see before something horrible happens and...
Stop.
Huh?
You can't say that to them. It sounds like
Why not?
Because it sounds like a threat.
What? No, it's just like a metaphor. It's a figure of speech. It's a haiku.
Okay, you just said 3 different things and none of them are true.
Whatever, man. We gotta start the video somehow.
The last one was a form of poetry. Wait. Okay, just let me go into Google Translate real quick. Welcome back to one of the cheapest channel, yada yada yada. Okay, translate that into a few different languages, German, Zulu, and back into English. And what do we got?
Welcome back to one of the most affordable budget tracks on YouTube, and even a small budget, even a budget. The climax is when I don't spend money and I have no money, and you don't have money.
What did Google just make me say? I swear it says that. Look, guys, look.
Anyways, guys, all that nonsense aside, today we're watching more fake martial artists. If this is part 2, the sequel, so if you haven't seen part 1, go and check that out. It's really crazy how many of these fake scam dojos there are around the world, actually. And it's weird because anyone with common sense should be able to tell a real martial artist from a fake martial artist, especially when they say something like this.
I can put the largest person that you can find in the world, and I've done this. With that finger, I can put him on the floor. It's a guy that's a big guy, he's mad at me on the street.
But that's just the beginning. Dillman claims to have adapted this technique to where he can knock a person out without having to touch them.
Use chi energy out of this hand, and we're going to affect up on the head at the third eye. Snap, couple. Back.
This guy's name is George Dillman. Now, George claims to have magic chi powers, and he's allegedly a karate master, a 9th degree black belt who can knock people out without ever touching them. And I don't know, here, let's let the master explain chi to you himself.
Chi, it flows throughout the body. Without it, you don't function. And it's a radio wave.
Oh, George, a radio wave? See, that's another thing that these compulsive liars do, is they like to throw extra details in there that they really shouldn't. He's trying to call chi a radio wave.
Hey, what's up, man? What's that stuff in your hand?
Huh? Oh, this is just this thing I invented.
Invented, huh? Looks like a bunch of crap you duct taped together. What's it supposed to do?
Well, you pretty much just get any object you could find in the whole world, and I've done this.
Fine, in the world, and I've done this.
And it'll turn it into a George Washington bust.
What the fuck? Okay, no. That's definitely a lie. That's not true.
And it's a radio wave.
And it's a radio wave.
Alright, sure, okay. Well, you see that water bottle over there? If your invention is real and actually works, so why don't you go ahead and just use it on that water bottle over there?
See? So, if chi is a radio wave, then surely we'd be able to pick up on it somehow, wouldn't we? Wouldn't it be detectable, since we can detect radio waves with certain technologies?
Science can't find chi. It doesn't exist as far as science can tell.
Without a doubt, George Dillman is a force to be reckoned with. He's a 9th degree black belt who has taught everyone from Muhammad Ali to Bruce Lee.
Hold up, wait. I'm gonna need to see some more evidence of this. He allegedly trained Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali and taught them karate. I don't know, man. I highly doubt that. You know, I know that Muhammad Ali obviously was a professional boxer. He was like one of the best, the greatest of all time. And Bruce Lee, obviously super famous, you know, and he trained in Kung Fu originally and it kind of, you know, did mixed martial arts, whatever. So I'm sure he picked up a little bit of karate from different people, but I've never heard of George Dillman before this, and I highly doubt that he taught them. Now, I could be wrong, but like I said, I'd like to see more evidence of that. And it's not like he actually deserves any credit for any success that Bruce Lee or Muhammad Ali had.
And he's able to drop just about anyone using applications of pressure to certain points along the body.
Can't take it there. You got it. He's probably weak right here. You okay?
I could just imagine, I could just picture George Dillman walking down the street, hitting people in their weak points.
You can't take it there. You got it. He's probably weak right here. You okay? This way at the same. Pressure point knockouts are the easiest way to put a person down. There we go.
All of these karate techniques are made possible by manipulating chi.
Whoa, okay, first of all, this is not karate. I don't know what this is, and I don't know if this is the only thing they focus on in their class, if they actually do some karate and then this is like a part of their class, but don't call this chi crap karate. And second of all, I noticed that whenever these type of people are trying to scam other people, they try to use terms that they think sound smart, but it usually sounds a lot more like a moron trying to you know, impersonate an intelligent person, and usually they don't really know what they're talking about, and it really shows. It honestly looks more like he just like went up, got these guys' autograph, took a picture with them, and then later on, after they're dead, is like, you know, I taught them. Yeah, I'm their master. They learned everything they know from me.
He makes a chi ball. He'll get the radio frequency going between the hands, and if you get up and feel, it's actually hotter inside that ball. I've seen him already knock people over with it. He throws the chi in such a way that when he catches it, it knocks him backwards.
For Dillman, chi is like electrical circuitry that he can turn on or off with a simple, well-placed punch, or even just a tap.
We enter the chi into pressure points that both accept chi or give off chi.
Just gonna barely just tap them.
I use ones to give off chi, put it into ones that accept chi. We, in essence, turn their light switches down. It kicks out their circuit breaker panel in the back. Pressure points can be dangerous. I've flatlined several people.
Sure, George. Sure, we believe you.
They come to see Dillman's remarkable ability to move walls of people from 10 feet away when they can't even see him by channeling his chi at them and interrupting their auras.
I lock with their aura, and I move the line. I shouldn't tell you this, but I play with people in Starbucks.
Whoa. Maybe you shouldn't be telling us this, George. You play with people at Starbucks?
That's illegal, man. What are you doing? You leave those nice people at Starbucks alone.
I shouldn't tell you this, but I play with people in Starbucks, and I just stood there and I moved the line. And they all moved, and they all looked back at me at the same time. They went like this, and I looked back too, like it was happening to me. I looked because I didn't want them to know I did this, right?
That never happened. It never happened. This is like when a kid is trying to make up a lie. It just doesn't... It sounds more like this George guy was at Starbucks waiting in line and thinking about, what if I used my magic chi powers on this line of people or whatever. And then he goes around telling people that he actually did that. I also hate that these guys try to spin the biggest tale that they possibly can. It has to be a real grand thing. Like, it can't be something simple. He's not just saying he's like a black belt or whatever. This guy is trying to say that he's a 9th-degree black belt. I don't know if that's true, in karate. And he's trying to say that he could knock out the biggest guy in the world with one finger, claims he's done it already, and he says he could take out anyone without ever touching them, and that he's taught Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee.
But what really draws the audience's attention is Dillman's no-touch knockout, a karate move that could theoretically revolutionize combat as we know it, except that it can take years to learn. Essentially, he claims to be able to knock anyone out without touching any part of their body by just throwing a giant chi whammy at them.
Sometimes it drains me. I can get that way within a second or two if I throw the chi out too fast. Get back.
After seeing so many demonstrations, so many different techniques, so many different moves, you can't help but start believing.
They're opening up another door in your mind. It's just unbelievable.
This is definitely cult-like behavior. This is crazy. Yeah, they just start believing after so many demonstrations. They're all becoming, deluded. It's ridiculous. This is a cult. This is a cult. Look how many people are in that class. That's a real problem. That's just one class. There's a bunch of these fakes out there. This is one class, and all these people are gonna get hurt.
I know I have chi energy. You can see it with the half moons. My chi is up now because of the filming. I have half moons in my fingertips now. That means the chi is just coming out.
Oh, half moons, huh? That's what that means? Man, the chi, yeah, maybe because I'm filming too, but you see my half moons in there? I'm just overflowing with chi. Chi.
And this, what he's doing, is to go even further beyond.
But is the mysterious energy called chi really what's giving Dillman and his followers such extraordinary powers? Or is it, as skeptics suggest, simply a form of hypnotic suggestion? It's time for a showdown. In one corner, weighing in at no more than 125 pounds, is chemist Luigi Garlascelli. He thinks he can stand up to a knockout punch of chi because it doesn't exist.
Alright, so they got a chemist in here, and he's going to test to see if these chi powers really work. And he's got the nerve to suggest that it doesn't exist. But we'll just have to find out, won't we?
In the other corner, it's 8th degree black belt Leon J., one of George Dillman's top associates and fellow practitioner of the no-touch knockout. This ought to be interesting.
In fact, when we did the test on Luigi, he was not ready to believe these things. It didn't work.
Dillman thinks he knows what went wrong and has come up with a very interesting explanation.
The skeptic was a totally non-believer.
Alright, wait, so let me get this straight. If you don't believe in this magical bullshit, then it won't work on you? Huh. Strange.
Plus, I don't know if I should say that on film, but if the guy had his tongue in the wrong position of the mouth, that can also nullify it. Yeah, you can nullify it. You can nullify a lot of things done to you. In fact, you can nullify it if you raise those two big toes. Plus, if I say I'm going to knock you out, and you raise one toe and push one toe down, can't knock you out. And then if I go to try again, you reverse it. If you keep doing this, I won't knock you out.
Dillman. George. If only I would have known that. I've been a fool. I was a fool for so long. If only I would have known that all I had to do was put my tongue in the right position, I could have nullified, any damage. No one would be able to knock me out. I'd be invincible. Plus, if only I had my toes pointed like this, and then like this. I wonder if that would have helped this guy. Should have had his toes pointed. He should have been flexing the toes and had his tongue in the right position.
The following is stuff that George said that I took out of context because I'm super mature like that.
I don't know if I should say that on film, but if the guy had his tongue in the wrong position of the mouth, I shouldn't tell you this, but I play with people in Starbucks. The chi is just coming out.
Touching any part of their body by just throwing a giant chi whammy at them.
Sometimes it drains me. I can get that way within a second or two if I throw the chi out too fast.
Whoa, whoa. Maybe you shouldn't be telling us this, George.
The largest person that you can find in the world, and I've done this, with that finger.
Stop right there. Don't want to know.
Plus, I don't know if I should say that on film. I shouldn't tell you this, but I play with people in Starbucks